Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute, hasn't it? As soon as I decide I'm going to do something else, I'm going to take some time away from YouTube, I'm going to stop consuming content about the Megxie and the Harry, bang, they kick off again. But why am I surprised? This is what they do. They can't stay away from the spotlight and the media attention that they claim to hate, but we know they absolutely adore it. They love it. So, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's neighbours are super annoyed the Sussexes moved in. So, allegedly, they are irritating the residents in the USA, in California, in Santa Barbara, in their new home. Now, apparently, and I find this pretty much hard to believe because there are a lot of people that are a lot more successful, have real fans out there living in their neighbourhood, but it seems as though the paparazzi is stalking Meghan and Harry, which is exactly what they really wanted. Meghan Markle wanted the fully fledged Hollywood American experience, and she can only do that by marrying into the royal family because she didn't have enough, it seems, talent to make it on her own. She wanted this. She wanted this life, but it seems as though their neighbours are irritated by them. So I'm going to get into this article by The Express, and it's just a short one. It was written about 2 or 3 days ago. Neighbours of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have been super annoyed. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's mere presence is driving votes wild, according to an incendiary report. So it looks as though another move is probably on the horizon. They probably didn't buy a big enough patch of land where they could just literally irritate the hell out of each other and not everyone else around them. That's what it seems. I'm going to carry on. Recently, Meghan and Harry moved into a new £11.2 million home in Santa Barbara, California. The property, situated in the Montecito unincorporated community, is situated to the north of LA. Meghan and Harry initially lived in a Beverly Hills mansion borrowed from a friend before making their latest move, and we know whose house that was. That was Tyler Perry's house, and there's more news on Tyler Perry because allegedly he's building some kind of $1 billion mansion somewhere in the Hollywood Hills that has a full-blown private plane runway. So it says here their new luxury home has 9 bedrooms and no less than 16 bathrooms. It also comes complete with a tennis court, rose garden and children's cottage. However, it appears the couple's arrival is having a huge impact on their new neighbours. Since their arrival in Montecito, I hope I'm saying that right, has been besieged by paparazzi photographers with helicopters sometimes flying over. According to TMZ, their mere presence is driving folks wild as a result. So they're in the Hollywood Hills. They are swanning around, they are chasing cash, they are desperately signing deals left, right and centre, and they have probably signed about 20 contracts for 50 speaking engagements because we know it's all about the money for this pair and they can't spend enough of it and they can't get enough of it, especially the Megxie. And people are upset, they just want to live in peace. And now they have this desperate, fame-hungry family living next door to them, and no one is getting any sleep. The entertainment site reports most locals are super annoyed about how the area has changed since Meghan and Harry's arrival. They tell us they want the Paps to give it a rest because they feel things are getting to the point where everyone's privacy is being compromised. Harry and Meghan shocked the world back in January by announcing they planned to stand down as senior members of the royal family. Instead, the couple vowed to become financially independent and to split their time between the UK and North America. Following discussions with other senior royals, they agreed to stop using their HRH titles and drop their Sussex Royale brand. The Duke and Duchess also agreed to repay the taxpayer money spent refurbishing Frogmore Cottage, their former home near Windsor. So this is just going into a bit of backdrop. I'm concerned for their neighbours. I feel sorry for their neighbours. I think it's rather rude of Meghan and Harry to intrude upon their neighbours' quiet life. But here we have it. Everywhere they go, no one seems to be happy. They also have a lot of issues brewing with this new Netflix deal. It seems as though people are extremely fed up with the paparazzi that she keeps on, I personally believe, and other reports have said, calling upon herself. So I'm going to carry on with this article that pretty much is just summarising what they've done so far. After a brief stay in Canada, Meghan and Harry arrived in LA shortly before the corona lockdown began. During the shutdown, they were reportedly seen out in the city delivering supplies to vulnerable LA residents who don't pay for their security or pay for any part of their existence. LA is Meghan's hometown, and her mother Doria Ragland has reportedly been helping to look after her son Archie. Last month, Finding Freedom, a provocative new book about Meghan and Harry's split from the royal mainstream, was published. The work was written by two royal experts, Omid Scooby and Caroline Durand, who are reportedly close to Meghan and Harry. In the book, Mr. Scooby revealed some of Meghan's final comments during the Commonwealth Day celebrations on the 9th of March, her final royal engagement. He revealed Meghan gave him a hug and said, "It didn't have to be this way." The authors wrote staff who had been with the couple from day one were mourning the end of what was supposed to be a happy story. Two people fall in love, get married, have a baby, serve the Queen, the end. Instead, they were leaving the country. As Meghan gave me a final hug goodbye, she said it didn't have to be this way. Announcing their departure, Harry and Meghan said they hoped to carve out a progressive new role within the royal family, which is pretty much turned into a cash-grabbing role and zero role, to be honest. Now, other reports have also come out about Prince Phillip allegedly being extremely devastated that Harry and Meghan couldn't make it work in the UK, and he views them pretty much as a bit of a blemish on their royal history, which I think is quite true. I'm going to get into it here. Prince's pain. Prince Philip devastated by Harry's decision to quit UK and Andrew being sucked into the EPS scandal. Prince Philip was left devastated by grandson Harry's decision to leave the UK and son Andrew's alleged role in the EPS scandal, his biographer has claimed. So this is an article by The Sun, and it was written 2 to 3 days ago. So it's quite fresh, and I do feel really sorry for Prince Philip. He's had a lot of poor health in the recent months, and I'm so relieved that he's still alive, actually. Charles actually contracted the COVID. I'm really relieved that he is still alive and kicking with us, and it's just sad that he's having to witness the destruction of their royal legacy right before his eyes, just as he is getting into, or is in, the later years of his life. So this article carries on to say the Duke is the subject of a new book by longtime royal watcher Ingrid Seward, which tells the story of his early life and 7 decades as a member of the royal family. The book, titled Prince Philip Revealed, comes after what has been a tumultuous year for the Windsors. In January, Harry and wife Meghan Markle announced that they would be stepping back as senior royals with a view to becoming financially independent. In an extract from her book published in the Mail on Sunday, Seward claims Philip felt the decision was a dereliction of duty. She writes, as far as Philip was concerned, Harry and Meghan had everything going for them. A beautiful home, a healthy son, and a unique opportunity to make a global impact with their charity work. Since stepping down and moving to the US, Harry and Meghan have said they want to maintain a role in public life and work to bring about positive change. This week saw them confirm a deal to produce documentaries and other programs for streaming giant Netflix, thought to be worth around £112 million. The couple have said they want to use the platform to create content that informs but also gives hope. And as I've shared in previous videos, I don't think there's anything that Meghan and Harry can really do to inspire other people apart from lie, tell some more lies, disrespect your family, ignore your family, humiliate your family, and grab cash. So the article carries on to say, Prince Andrew's disastrous TV interview last year, where he was grilled over his association with EPS, led to his own announcement that he would be stepping back from his royal duties. Andrew is known to have stayed on multiple occasions at the homes of the financier, Mr. EPS, who has been accused of subjecting dozens of women to abuse for over more than a decade. At least one of Andrew's stays came after EPS's conviction in 2008 for procuring an underage child for you-know-what exploitation. One of EPS's accusers has also alleged that she was forced to have with Mr. Andrew when she was only 17 years of age, a claim the prince denies. Andrew has vehemently refuted any accusations of wrongdoing or knowledge of EPS's crimes. So that is all to come out in the wash, and as I said, I've changed course here, but Prince Philip is pretty much devastated and distraught, and understandably he would be. He has a wayward son and he has a wayward grandson who is literally, as we speak, selling every facet of his royal connection that he can to everybody and anyone in Hollywood. Anyway guys, I'll be back with another video and I will let you guys know all of the future updates. Bye guys.